All right, what's going on, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to our morning note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. It is April 1 on a Thursday, 2021. Let's go ahead and talk market, shall we? Before we begin, make sure to click, bottom right-hand corner of your screen. There's a little icon there. Click that button to subscribe to our channel. Turn on notifications. Like our videos. Really do appreciate it as always. Helps the channel grow. Also, make sure to follow us on Twitter, as we are now only 93 followers away from 10,000. 93 followers away from 10,000 on Twitter. So once we hit 10,000, we'll do a live trading session here on YouTube for free for everybody. Should be a fun one. And welcome to April. S&P futures are now at an all-time high. Dow futures up 58 points at 32,956. NASDAQ futures up 1.21%. S&P futures 39.86 and a quarter. Now at half, all-time high. We're getting closer to 4,000. Russell 2000 index 2234, up 0.5%, 0.58%. Bitcoin futures 59,710. Crude oil futures with an OPEC meeting going on right now, 60.26 a barrel, up 1.86%. Gold futures up 0.55%. Silver futures up 0.62%. Let's see here, what else here? Copper down 0.33%. Euro dollar up 21 pips at 117.51. 110.65 on the dollar yen, down 3 pips currently. The VIX is now at the 18 handle, below 19. We actually tapped, I believe, the 17 handle today, 5.52% to the downside. 93.07 on the dollar index, good sign for growth, good sign for tech stocks, and the big companies that do business overseas need the dollar to fall just a little bit. Let's go ahead and take a look at 10-year bond yields real quick on CNBC. 10-year bond yields are down 49 basis points. Great sign. 1.697. And rates are going down. Tech is going to go up with growth. So before we begin here and answer some questions, let's go and take a look at some pre-market movers as we are here on investing.com. NEO is up 7.85% on some strong headlines. I went ahead and retweeted that on Twitter. Sundial Growers, again, it's always there, 3.5%. Zeping, XPEV, it's up 6.55%. That's another EV company in China. Apple, 1.18% to the upside. Microsoft, up 1% this morning. Intel, 1.17%. Boeing, 0.6%, crawling higher. Coca-Cola, 2.23%. JP Morgan Chase down 0.31%. Visa, up 0.72% to the upside. In the S&P, Tesla's up 2.83%. Micron on strong earnings, 4.64% to the upside. Western Digital up 7%. Talks with Micron working together. American Airlines 0.33% to the upside. AMD up 1.87%. Ford up 0.73%. Applied Materials up 2.69%. And Baidu up 2.84%. Facebook up 1.21%. JD up 2.41%. So if you have a lot of growth companies, growth tech in your portfolio, you're a happy camper today as we're in a new month. So let's go ahead and talk about it. All right, so we did the market recap yesterday and we talked about what we had open. I have some SPY, I have some IWM open. Still watching Boeing, of course. I still have Boeing that's expiring today, but it's crawling. I mean, you can see the break that we had, but it's just been taking the escalator. So I need to see exactly what we get in the morning and see if we get a little bit of a boost on Boeing. Boeing has been doing very well, but obviously it's been crawling. E-mini futures, again, 39.8675 is the all-time high. We should be gapping close to, on the S&P cash, SPX, right around 39.95, or not 39.93. I think the difference right now, fair value, should be around 8 points difference from S&P futures. But again, very strong, very solid across the board. I mean, tomorrow the markets are closed, so not much going on. In regards to today, I mean, we're getting some volume, obviously, but we should end on a positive note. So again, should be ending the day green. S&P should hit 4,000 today with continuation, which would be very nice to see. So again, tomorrow markets are closed for Good Friday. Markets are back open on Monday. So just want to give you a heads up. Good morning. Happy Green Day. Happy Green Day. Do you think rotation is in out of value or lasted a few weeks, see more upside? I think NASDAQ and growth will get back to what it needs to do in order to get back to where we were. I don't think NASDAQ's going to hit all-time highs maybe next week or a couple of 2 weeks from now. But again, I think we're going to get continuance to the upside. Again, I said by the summer we should get NASDAQ all-time highs again. Again, it was a massive rotation. A lot of companies that needed to catch up in value to get back to where they were. Again, 2020 was all growth. Again, with higher interest rates, value got some love. Again, we're down about 52 basis points on the 10-year. So again, it remains to be seen what we get next. But again, NASDAQ is getting a lot of love here. Let's see, Zoom here near term. Let's take a look at it together. Looking at Zoom, it is above the 200-day, which is a good sign. If you're looking at this as a trade, I would say a little more upside. I mean, 330 would be great. Then you could target possibly the 340s, maybe the 350 calls, but I wouldn't touch it. It tends to be very expensive. Good morning. What do you think Space is going? Space, they just introduced a new ship, I believe. I am a shareholder. I have not sold a share, and it is above the 200-day, which is nice. Let's see if we get above 3209. Place an alert there. Maybe we could target 34, if that. Let's take a look. Just got here. Sorry. If you answer, what is your game plan with the 4-1 BA calls exit strategy? Right now on BA, right now on BA, we're like really close there. I mean, we're up about nearly $2 pre-market. The question is, I got to see what we're going to get before 10:30. By 10:30, I got to see if we're getting continuance. Even if we get in the money, that's where, I mean, we got to see if we even have demand there. There was a lot of volume the last couple of days on the BA 260s. The question is, what do we do continuing here? Again, we've been slow crawling the whole way. And we're just running out of time right now. So I really want to see what we get at around 10:30. Rather the 10 a.m. candle turn, let's see what we get. But again, time is against us on this one. So we just got to wait. Any views on XLF calls for mid-April? Yeah, XLF, I'm still bullish on financials going into the month. Again, you're always going to get re-rotation as yields are not going to just go straight down. So again, financials are fine. I'm still holding those. Next resistance for NQ. Real next resistance right here is 13,357. Do you see any resistance in Tesla? Yes, 722.73 is the next resistance. Best companies to watch for Biden's infrastructure plan. I would take a look at Caterpillar. Would be a very big one. Caterpillar would be a good one to use. Do you see DKNG and Penn going back up? Absolutely. Love these companies longer term. Again, price upgrades across the board. And again, it's going to take some patience. It's a high flyer. So again, just take some time. Remember, 74.38 is the all-time high. It's $12 away from that. Anything below 55.10, I'll be adding more shares. What do you think about the 10-year bond yield? Will it continue to increase the short term? I mean, bonds sold off big time in March. I'm expecting bond yields to go back slightly, but again, right around 1.6, 1.8, that area, we should be able to stick through for the month of April. Wouldn't expect anything wild, honestly. We did have Biden's tax plan come out and his infrastructure plan. Markets don't seem to be correlating negative to it or responding negative to it. So let's see what we get. Thoughts on buying a huge dip on Viacom? I'd rather not own Viacom. That's up to you. But again, is it a dip buying opportunity? Absolutely, because the reason it fell was because of some guy liquidating his shares. Keep in mind, since he sold those shares, he was a major player in the company, or his derivatives are. Again, you would think that it would have been bouncing like Discovery, but it hasn't. So again, Viacom is a strong company. I'd rather not own them. I just don't see a need to own them. Like I don't own any of their peer group like Discovery or Comcast or anything like that. But again, it's really up to you. If you want to go just dip buying here and hold it for a while, sure, absolutely, not against it. Thoughts on JD getting some love the past few days? Yeah, JD is actually moving again. Chinese companies are doing well and it's moving, but break of 90 should be nice. IWM, yep, holding calls on those, and we should be great. We're now up about nearly $1 pre-market. NIO, love long-term as well. Own the shares. It is breaking 41.78. Maybe you can target 45 now, maybe for next week. But again, we'll keep an eye on it and see what happens to it. Let's see. What happened to this week? Again, it was a short squeeze. All of those that were selling out of it and that were short of it because of the previous market moves, they just got basically squeezed. Palantir. Yeah, I went ahead and put the chart on Palantir. The break of 23.85 was the chart I was looking for, and see maybe you can target 26. But again, we talked about that failing wedge and breaking out above it. So man, bullish on Palantir. It really is about how we're going to open today, guys. So I want to see how the open goes. I want to see how the volume goes for next week. So we can see what we can make for next week, and we have a full 5 days next week trading. Remember, tomorrow the markets are closed, so it's kind of difficult to predict what kind of volume we're getting. But again, seeing how futures are pushing now, equity futures, NASDAQ futures, very good sign. Let's see, Tesla. Yeah, Tesla, I have an alert above 722 for a breakout. That's my level here. But it's definitely some good price action here. Again, Biden was talking about wanting to add more chargers as part of his infrastructure plan. So Blink, Tesla doing solid here. TXN, Texas Instruments, again, chip maker doing very well. Micron did very well. So again, Texas Instruments is going to do well as well. Let's see if we get some volume out there. Let's see what we get in the morning. Again, kind of hard to predict in the morning what we're doing, but TXN has a great chart. They play a great dividend too, so that's a great company to own long term. It's a great company all around. So again, Palantir, we had the chart of the day yesterday, and we had the market recap yesterday. So Palantir was an actual breakdown. So if you have questions on Palantir, take a look at the chart that we posted. Do you think Amazon will get affected by uniforming? I don't. I don't at all, actually. I think Amazon, I think Bernstein was saying that Amazon will be the best stock pick for the year. That summertime, Amazon's going to soar. I agree with that sentiment. I've been saying it for a while. I expect Amazon to do big things. It's just been consolidating for the past 5 months with nothing going on. But it's insanely profitable. It's a great company, and I think you should own it. I own it. Blink and Plug. Yep. Again, Blink, one of the stocks I own, top 10 of 2021, breaking out very beautifully. Again, got to see if we get continuance. And then next you have Plug. I don't own Plug, but Blink is looking better than Plug here. Datadog, not a bad company to own, and definitely again with the NASDAQ, the high flyers, the growth are getting bids. I mean, name the growth stock that's probably coming up today with the NASDAQ. So welcome back to January. But April seasonally is better off in the stock market, second best performing month in the S&P behind November. And we haven't had a red month in the S&P for April since 2012. Food for thought. So we'll go ahead and leave it there, guys. Have a great rest of your day. I have to catch up with my guys, and we'll catch you later today for the market recap and the chart of the day, which we'll have up. And after that, it'll be a long weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I'll catch you for the next morning note on Monday. Have a good one, guys. Thanks a lot for your time. Make sure to follow us on Twitter. We're almost at 10,000 followers. So cool. And make sure to hit that subscribe button. Cheers, guys.